Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Mystic. Welcome back to another edition of Through the Grapevine, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and all sorts of things Wizard101 related. Today, I have a quite nice edition for you with some great questions to be answered and some pretty good ideas. And if this goes along smoothly enough and my voice holds out, I'm a little bit scratchy today. I think I'm getting a little bit sick. Excuse me, so I'll have to do that every once in a while. If my voice holds out, I'm going to talk about some Mirage-related things and see what you all think about that as far as game ideas go. But for now, let's get right into it with the game ideas, and then I'll pop out a couple of tips for you guys, and then we'll see how it goes as far as time, as to whether I have to make this to another edition, or if I can keep on going. First things first, and this is a really good one, been a long time coming, and we could really use it. How about if we got a counter on our friends list, so we know how many friends we have not only on our list, but how many are left that we can add. A lot of times I'm going to parties or meet and greets or what have you like that, and I'm already full pretty much most of the time. I have like one slot or two slots, so I'll have one of my friends do a party ad. Wouldn't it be nice to have a counter that says, say you could have 100 friends on your list, to have a counter that said, say, you have 78 out of 100, so you know that you could add that many more before you're over. I've seen a lot of times people are trying to add and do a party thing, and they just run out of friends on their list, and they've got to shuffle around and fool about and delete some other people and all that, just because we simply don't know how many's on our friends list. So, let's see if we can't get a counter on our friends list that tells us how many we have and how many we have left. It seems like it would be a simple fix, simple add-on. I don't know for sure because, oh, you know what? Side note. Check out that sky. That is awesome. I love that, how the clouds are moving everything. No, I'm not distracted much. Not even one little bit. Sorry. Anyway, I think that a friends list counter would be a wonderful thing to have as an addition. It shouldn't be too hard to add. Why not? Let's go for that. The next one. And I do believe that this one, Waffles, I think I had this previously recorded, but somehow or other I've lost that particular clip. So you're going to get credit this time. John Lester, Waffles. This is the idea that we both had, and I think it's a great one. How about if we had a slider bar on TC trades? Say you're wanting to give your alt 200 of your empowers to do a pet hatch, or one of your friends 200 empowers to do a pet hatch with you, whatever. Isn't clicking that button 200 times about tedious? I think it is. Now, we already have a slider bar for the bazaar sales and stuff like that, so we know they can have it. Let's put a slider bar on our TC trades for those times when we have umpteen thousand cards to give away and don't want to sit there for 20 minutes clicking. I think that's a great idea, John. So even though we both thought of it, you get the credit. It's all you, buddy. Cheer on. All right, here's another one. And this is a great idea as well. I've really had a great selection of ideas this week. So kudos to all you guys out there who came up with some of these ideas. And on we go. I didn't know what to say after that. I was stuck for a minute. Okay. The next great idea, upcoming and ongoing. How about, guys, King's Isle, and when I say guys, I mean King's Isle. King's Isle, this is a serious note to you. At long last, please release the 7th character slot. We have 7 schools and 6 slots. And I don't know how many of you have started a second account just to try that last school and see what it's like. I imagine it's been quite a lot. I've thought about it a lot, but I really haven't had time to do it. It would be nice if we could just, we have 7 schools. Let's have 1 slot for each, so we could experience the full gameplay, and see what that last little character's like. I think it would be great, especially if, like I suspect, they'll be coming up with a new school soon. By the way, that's not really a spoiler, but that's a idea that they'll be coming up with a new school soon. If they do that, let's have an extra character slot. It shouldn't hurt anything. I mean, not that I want to compare you guys, Wizard, to other games, but Warcraft has like 12. And they don't even have that many schools. Anyway, how about an extra character slot? I think that would be a great idea to add to the game. What do you guys think? Okay, I've got another idea, and I have to claim credit for this one myself because, well, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. You guys will have to be the final judge of this. A lot of these bosses now, with this advent of shadow magic, and sometimes players in PvP, will summon up those shadow figures that do like extra things 3 turns out. How about if we've got that spell now to summon various types of shadowy forms. Excuse me. How about if we had a spell to dispel that thing before it could do its damage? I mean, we already really can't block too much shadow damage as it is. A little bit, but not too much. How about if we could dispel that form before it does its damage? Give us a spell, like Dispel Shadow, or Dispel Form, or Dispel Shadow Form, something along those lines. I would like to see that. There's been a couple of times where things would have gone differently if that shadow hadn't hit. Like in Baba Yaga. She summons those shadow things like a lot. And you're already shielding like against all the other crap that she does. And then the shadow comes along and just pounds you down. How about if we had a Dispel Shadow? I'd like that idea. This one is another idea, and I think it's one of the better ones, and I think you guys will really like it. And that's me buffing my nails. You can't see it, but you can at least hear it. I think this one's a great idea. What if we could customize our pets? Everybody's pet looks like everybody's pet, and the only change is the talents that you can't necessarily see and the name that you can. How about if you could take your ice cat and put horns on it, or wings, or super extra long claws, or armor, something like that. How about if you could take your deer knight and, I don't know, give him give him a pink tutu. I'm sorry, I'd lose a match. Excuse me. I'd lose a match because I'd die laughing seeing a deer knight in a pink tutu. I'm sorry. That's just taking a hold of me. I can't help it. Okay, I gotta stop. The visuals are killing me. But yeah, how about if we could customize our pets? If we could like heck, and this is a good idea for King's Isle too, actually, market wise. If we could buy items in the Crown Shop or buy items in the bazaar or something like that, so we could customize and make each of our pets just a little bit different from everybody else's pet. I love my Pale Maiden. She's awesome, and you don't see too many people at all with her. But if somebody else has a Pale Maiden, it looks just like it. How about if I could give her like a little halo, or she could have bat wings, or something like that. I can make her like the bottom of her dress flames, or something, those kind of things. There's like so many infinite variations that we could do to customize our pets that you could have no 2 people with the same pet, really. I mean, if you could put enough customizations there. I think that's a great, great idea. Plus, it would be an idea that would make King's Isle some money, so maybe they'll do it. Customizing of pets. Awesome, awesome, all the way down the way. Alrighty, let me think here. Let me get into a couple of the tips that I wanted to cover this time. And being as I've already talked about 10 or 15 minutes now, I'll probably end it after the tips. Tip number 1. I was thinking about this the other day when I was doing Baby to Mega videos. Guys, if you particularly suck at one of the other types of games, the pet games in there, and you want to become good at it, you can become good at that game for free. All you have to do is get in there. Let's take, the one I use, the Grumpy Gobblers. Let's take that one, where you're knocking the blocks down. As long as you don't knock all the blocks down or use all your shots, you can hit that little red X and X out of there at any time after you have practiced and still not use any energy. And that is a great way if you want to be good or become good at a particular game, be it the dance game, be it the Gobbler Drop, be it Grumpy Gobblers, be it the Canning, whatever game. You can go in there and get free practice as long as you X out before you finish the game. I think that some of you, that would be a great benefit to Grumpy Gobblers isn't so bad, but Gobbler Drop for me at first was a little annoying. And that Ninja Pig obstacle course, oh my god, that's really annoying. Really annoying. So I think that would be a good tip, guys. You can practice all those games as much as you want for free. Just remember, don't finish the game and X out before you do, and keep your energy. And then you can go back and try it again, over and over and over again until you're good at it. I have another tip, and this one, Sherry, this credit goes to you for this idea. Oh, at least for telling me about this idea. I'm sure it existed before us. But it's due to you that I get to share this with the crowd. Guys, I know that a lot of you out there are looking to get a particular pet skin. Maybe you want the Storm Cat, or maybe you want a Pale Maiden, or maybe, I don't know, maybe maybe you want a Rude Goblin, anything. I have a 97% chance for you to get that pet. And this is how you do it. You find someone who has the pet that you want, or, well, yeah, you find someone who has the pet that you want. You make sure that you bring to the hatch one of your own school pets. Not a pet that's in your school, but one of the school pets, level 48, level 58, level whatever, etc. The level something 8 pets. You know, Wraith or Bone Dragon or whatever. Bring your school pet with you and mix with that person who has the skin that you want. I have tested this out since Sherry talked to me about it. I did 100 hatches, and in 97 out of 100 of those hatches, I got the skin of the pet that wasn't the school pet. You have to make sure that you have a school pet that's not of your school. And how you do that usually is that you have more than one character. Say you have a death character and a fire character, and you want to get the pet on your fire character. You put your death pet into the shared bank, pull it out on your fire character. Now you can't equip it, but you can still hatch with it. Okay? That's the key. You can't equip another school's pet, and that's why you get the skin of the pet you want, because it doesn't want to give you a school pet that you can't use. So, again, let's just set up a basic scenario here. You want a Storm Cat, and you can't seem to get one through regular hatches. Okay? You'll go there on your fire character with your death pet in your inventory. It can't be equipped, but get it in your inventory. You'll hatch with your friend. He'll put up a Storm Cat, and you'll put up the death pet. And 97 times out of 100, it will give you the Storm Cat because it can't give you the death pet. Well, it doesn't want to give you the death pet. Okay? So that's how you're going to get any skin of pet that you may want. And then Sherry, all you guys, give Sherry the 3 bows and the thank you, because she mentioned that to me to bring up to you guys. I knew about that, but it really never occurred to me to talk to it. And Sherry said, hey dummy, talk about this. And I was like, oh, okay, you're right. And here we are. All right, guys, that's a couple of tips and some good gameplay ideas, I do feel like. And if you have any more, by all means, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. And if it's something really cool, I'll mention you in the video the next time, and we'll use that idea and we'll share it with the crowd, because that's what this is all about. Alright guys, if you like this video, please smash down on that like button, because, well, I can really use the help. Share it with everybody else. That's another good help. And until next time, this is Skelomystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skelomystic. Today we're going to talk about jewels, those sparkly little wonders that make our lives so much easier, unless of course we're in PvP, and then maybe it makes our lives a little bit harder. What we're going to do is have ourselves a rundown of the top 10 coolest jewels out there, based on fan votes and, well, maybe with a little bit of my own opinion peppered in there.